what did I learn from my first book signing? Now, as far as I'm aware, my first book signing was kind of a flop. At the time, I was working for the Seneca County Park District, and I am so greatly, greatly blessed to have had the most amazing boss, the amazing job there. And my boss had said, like, hey, would you be interested in having a book signing? You can use one of our parks, you can use our shelter house. We'll even provide some refreshments. We'll put an ad out in the newspaper, and let's do it. So I'm like so excited. I'm like posting on my Facebook, like, hey, a book signing here at this day. It went out in the newspaper, and then it was a winter day, and I had 5 people come. I am so thankful. My dad came. He brought his little puppy at the time, turned into about a 120-pound dog, but at the time, just a little puppy. And my cousins came, and my old physics teacher, and that was it. I came home with 3 boxes of donuts, a bunch of juice, and a broken heart. No, in reality, like, my family was there supporting me, and that was what really mattered. I was very disappointed in the fact that, like, I was planning on, like, having, like, 50 people and selling a bunch of books and hopefully, like, making a name for myself. Like, when I first became an author, I had the biggest dreams that within, like, a year, somebody would be calling me and saying, hey, we want to turn Love on the Fire Line into a movie. What can we do to make that happen? And I thought on my first book signing, I was going to be selling 100 books. I had bought so many books, and I had to pay for them myself. So I'm like sitting there like, yeah, I'm going to make some money. And that just didn't happen. But I had the most amazing supportive family. I was so thankful my cousins came. My dad came. A big thank you to Mr. Fish that came. And I've had book signings since then. I've had book signings where it felt like a lot of people came. And then I've had book signings where, heck, I had another one in Dunkirk that only about 6 people came to, but it was a Q&A, and they continued asking questions for 2 hours. So even though there was only 5 people there, they asked so many questions that it made me feel super successful. I've had book signings like the Authors Fest where there was 40 other authors and it was just kind of cool to get to see their books, see how they do things. So I might not have had a successful book signing yet where I sold out of 100 books and 100 copies or whatever, but to me, I've had some very successful ones with the most amazing supportive support system that anybody could have. I mean, from people from my church coming, my boyfriend coming and listen to me talk about things that he's heard 1,000 times, my family, my friends. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's a learning process. I don't quite know what I'm doing with a lot of it, and I'm learning every time I go to one, like, oh, maybe I should get this for my table, or maybe I should get this for the doorway. Like, I'm definitely learning on things that I still want to improve and change with each book signing, but my first one was definitely the most interesting, and I forgot to add, it was at the Out and About preschool, where they kept snakes, frogs, everything in their preschool too. And right before the signing, I was holding a little garter snake, and it happened to go potty in my hand. And that was the worst smell, maybe, that I've ever really smelled. And I could not scrub it off my hands. So the entire signing, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I still smell it. Like, it is not going away. So I was definitely subconscious about that the entire time. So maybe it was a good thing that only like 5 people came to that one. But even though it was a super snowy day, I was in the most beautiful area. I had a warm building. I got to watch the snow coming down outside. They had log cabins that you could see out the windows with the big greenery, some trees in the background. And if I think back on it, like, it's still a memory I cherish. Even though I didn't make any money, I didn't sell a bunch of books, I cherish all these different book signings, all these different events, and I'm so thankful for my support system. Even if some of my family hasn't been able to make it, or I haven't seen them at some of my signings, some of my friends haven't been able to make them, I know that they're rooting me on, because I'll get a text like, hey, it's Ashton's book signing day. Or one of them, I was wearing this really cute blue dress with a white jacket over top. And I sent a picture to some of my friends, and one of my friends was like, you look like an erudite from Divergent. And I was a little insulted, because I definitely feel like I'm more Amity. And I do have the Dauntless Flames tattoo on my arm, because that was a very past life, like a decade ago. But no, I felt super honored, and I loved that she tied it back into something else book related, somewhere else that I like completely adore, because that series was my life at one point. So I've had some great support, whether it be a text, whether it be them showing up, my boyfriend helping me clean up afterwards, my mom and dad saying, hey, do you need anything? I have had so much support and love. I'm so thankful for everybody that's been like, hey, I loved your book, or sharing my posts on Facebook. Some people I haven't talked to in years, and they're sharing my posts just to help me get the word out, I think. And I am very thankful for everybody that has shared a post, for everybody that has liked my messages, for even just sending me a message. Like, I couldn't have done any of it without them. I would have given up so long ago without my support systems and without everybody cheering me on. So thank you for everybody that's done anything, and keep sharing that kindness to the world.